Welcome to the underrated gem of the United States, North Dakota. While it may not be the first state that comes to mind when considering a vacation or relocation, North Dakota is a treasure trove of history and natural beauty waiting to be discovered. In this guide, we will explore 4 historic places that should be on everyone's itinerary when visiting this captivating state. Number 1. Fort Union. The history of Fort Union Trading Post, National Historic Site, dates back to the early 1800s, when it was established as a major trading hub in the Northern Plains. The fort was strategically located at the confluence of the Missouri and Yellowstone rivers, making it an ideal location for trading with various indigenous tribes and European settlers. Fort Union played a crucial role in the fur trade industry, primarily dealing with buffalo robes, beaver pelts, and other furs. Indigenous tribes such as the Assiniboine, Crow, Hidatsa, Mandan, and Arikara would bring their furs and other goods to exchange for European manufactured goods, firearms, and other essentials. The fort was initially established by John Jacob Astor's American Fur Company in 1828. However, it was later taken over by the Northwestern Fur Company, and eventually the American Fur Company again. The primary purpose of Fort Union was to consolidate trade and maintain peaceful relations with the various tribes of the region. The original fort was built using logs and earth, which were readily available in the area. However, due to frequent flooding and erosion caused by the river, the original fort was repeatedly damaged. In 1867, the fort was relocated to higher ground, and a more substantial fort was constructed using adobe bricks. This new fort included barracks, storage facilities, living quarters for employees, and trading rooms. The trading post continued to flourish throughout the mid-1800s, until the decline of the fur trade and the increasing settlement of the West. As the demand for furs decreased and settlers began to establish agricultural communities, Fort Union lost its significance as a trading center. The fort was officially closed in 1867 and fell into disrepair. In the 1960s, efforts were made to restore and preserve the historic site. Today, Fort Union Trading Post National Historic Site is a meticulously reconstructed fort that provides visitors with a glimpse into the vibrant trading days of the past. The site features various exhibits, displays, and reconstructed buildings that showcase the life and commerce that took place at Fort Union. Fort Union Trading Post National Historic Site preserves the legacy of the fur trade era and the interactions between indigenous peoples and European settlers. Here is what you can expect when visiting Fort Union Trading Post National Historic Site. 1. Reconstructed fort. The site showcases a reconstructed version of Fort Union, complete with wooden buildings and fortifications that were present during its heyday. Explore the fort to get a sense of what life was like for traders and Native Americans during this time. 2. Exhibits and displays. Inside the fort, you'll find a variety of exhibits and displays that bring the trading post era to life. Learn about the different indigenous cultures involved in the fur trade, the goods exchanged, and the challenges faced by both traders and tribes. 3. Costumed interpreters. Throughout the site, you'll encounter costumed interpreters who portray the traders, Native Americans, and other historical figures. They provide insights into daily life at the trading post, share stories, and answer any questions you may have. 4. Riverside location. Fort Union Trading Post is situated on the banks of the Missouri River, providing a picturesque backdrop for your visit. Enjoy a peaceful stroll along the river and soak in the natural beauty of the surrounding landscape. 5. Nature trails. The site offers hiking trails that allow you to explore the natural surroundings and observe the local flora and fauna. Keep an eye out for wildlife such as deer, eagles, and other bird species. 6. Ranger-led programs. Take advantage of ranger-led programs and guided tours to enhance your experience. These programs provide additional insight into the history and significance of the trading post. 8. Visitor Center. Before exploring the site, make sure to stop by the Visitor Center. Here, you can find maps, exhibits, and helpful staff who can provide more information about the site and answer any further questions you may have. Number 2. Knife River Indian Villages National Historic Site. The Knife River Indian Villages National Historic Site is a significant historical landmark located in Stanton, North Dakota. This site preserves and showcases the ruins of earth lodges and artifacts belonging to the Mandan and Hidatsa tribes. Let's delve into the history of this fascinating site. 1. Pre-European contact. The Knife River region has been home to indigenous peoples for thousands of years. The Mandan and Hidatsa tribes established semi-permanent villages along the riverbanks, relying on agriculture, hunting, and trading. These riverine tribes formed a complex society with sophisticated social and political structures. 2. First contact with Europeans. European explorers and fur traders, such as Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, encountered the Mandan and Hidatsa tribes in the early 1800s. These encounters led to increased trade and cultural exchange between the Native American tribes and the Europeans. 3. Fort Clark Trading Post. In 1831, the American Fur Company established Fort Clark Trading Post near the Knife River villages. This trading post facilitated the exchange of furs, buffalo hides, and other goods between the tribes and settlers. It played a crucial role in connecting the native cultures with the expanding European presence on the frontier. 4. Lewis and Clark's Winter Camp. On-site. Meriwether. Lewis and William Clark, leaders of the famous Lewis and Clark expedition, established a winter camp near the Knife River villages in 1804 to 1805. The expedition interacted with the Mandan and Hidatsa tribes, learning about their cultures, customs, and agricultural practices. The winter camp provided the expedition members with much-needed shelter and supplies. 5. Village formation and characteristics. The Mandan and Hidatsa tribes, known for their earth lodges, lived in semi-subterranean dwellings made of wood frames covered with soil and grass. These lodges were spacious and sturdy, accommodating extended families. The villages were organized with a central plaza surrounded by interconnected lodges and communal spaces. They flourished due to their advanced agricultural practices, cultivating crops such as corn, beans, and squash. 6. Smallpox epidemics. Tragically, the Mandan and Hidatsa tribes suffered devastating smallpox epidemics in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. These epidemics, brought by European settlers, decimated the population and drastically altered their societies. Many villagers relocated or merged with other tribes for survival. 7. Preservation and recognition. In the early 20th century, efforts were made to protect and preserve the remaining cultural and historical sites of the Knife River Indian villages. In 1940, the area was designated as Knife River Indian Villages National Historic Site, under the administration of the National Park Service. The site became recognized for its significance in Native American history and its archaeological value. When visiting Knife River Indian Villages National Historic Site in North Dakota, there are several things you can expect to experience. 1. Rich Native American history. Knife River Indian Villages. National Historic Site preserves and tells the story of the Mandan and Hidatsa tribes who inhabited the area for centuries. You can learn about their lifestyles, agricultural practices, and trading traditions. 2. Earth lodges and village remains. Explore the well-preserved earth lodges, which were traditional dwellings of the Mandan people. These lodges provide a glimpse into the daily lives of the Native Americans who called this area home. You can see the depressions and remnant structures that represent the village layout. 3. Interpretive exhibits and demonstrations. The Visitor Center offers exhibits and displays that provide further insights into the history and culture of the Mandan and Hidatsa tribes. You can learn about their art, pottery, beadwork, and other traditional crafts through interactive demonstrations and educational materials. 4. Scenic natural surroundings. The historic site is located in a beautiful prairie landscape, where you can enjoy walking trails and soak in the serene atmosphere. The picturesque setting adds to the overall experience and provides opportunities for nature observation and photography. 5. Guided tours and ranger programs. The park offers guided tours and ranger programs that provide in-depth information about the site's history, archaeology, and cultural significance. These programs may include guided walks, talks, and interactive activities that enhance your understanding and appreciation of the area. 6. Visitor facilities. The site has visitor facilities, including a visitor center, restrooms, and picnic areas, where you can relax and enjoy a meal surrounded by the natural beauty of the park. Number 3. Theodore Roosevelt National Park. The Theodore Roosevelt National Park is located in the western part of North Dakota and holds an important place in American history and conservation efforts. Here is a concise history of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. 1. Formation of the park. Theodore Roosevelt. National Park was established in 1978 in honor of President Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt had a deep connection to the area and considered his time spent in the rugged Badlands of North Dakota as transformative. He gained an appreciation for the beauty of the landscape and the importance of preserving nature for future generations. 2. Roosevelt's ranches. Roosevelt first arrived in the Badlands in 1883 to hunt bison and pursue his passion for the outdoors. He started a cattle ranching business in the area and built 2 ranches, the Maltese Cross Ranch and the Elkhorn Ranch. These ranches became important retreats for Roosevelt and shaped his conservationist views. 3. Conservation efforts. Roosevelt's experiences in the Badlands profoundly influenced his attitude towards conservation. He witnessed the detrimental effects of overgrazing and unregulated hunting, which motivated him to advocate for the protection of natural resources. As president, Roosevelt became a champion of conservation and established many national parks, forests, and monuments, including the precursor to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, known as the Roosevelt Recreation Demonstration Area. 4. Park expansion, Theodore Roosevelt. National Park underwent several expansions over the years. The park was initially established as the Theodore Roosevelt National Memorial Park in 1947, encompassing only a small area. In 1978, the park's boundaries were expanded to include the Elkhorn Ranch Unit, which was the location of Roosevelt's beloved Elkhorn Ranch. This expansion increased the park's size to its current 70,446 acres. 5. Wildlife conservation, Theodore Roosevelt. National Park is known for its diverse wildlife population. The park is home to bison, elk, deer, pronghorn, coyotes, and numerous bird species. Conservation efforts within the park aim to protect and preserve these animals and their habitats. The park serves as an important sanctuary, allowing visitors to observe and appreciate North Dakota's natural biodiversity. 6. Visitor experience. The park offers a range of recreational activities for visitors. Hiking trails wind through the Badlands, providing opportunities to explore the unique geological formations and witness breathtaking views. Camping facilities are available, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the park's beauty and solitude. Educational programs and ranger-led activities provide insight into the park's history, wildlife, and conservation efforts. 7. Impact and legacy, Theodore Roosevelt. National Park is not only a testament to President Theodore Roosevelt's conservation legacy, but also serves as a symbol of the importance of preserving and protecting America's natural landscapes. The park's rugged beauty and unique ecosystems continue to inspire and educate visitors about the importance of conservation and the value of connecting with nature. When visiting Theodore Roosevelt National Park, there are several things you can expect to experience. 1. Jaw-dropping landscapes. The park is known for its rugged badlands, sprawling grasslands, and colorful rock formations. The contrasting colors and unique geological features create a stunning backdrop for visitors. 2. Abundant wildlife. Theodore Roosevelt National Park is home to a diverse array of wildlife. While exploring the park, you may come across bison, wild horses, prairie dogs, elk, coyotes, and various bird species. Keep your cameras ready for the incredible wildlife sightings. 3. Scenic drives. The park offers scenic drives along the Badlands Loop Road, which provides stunning panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. The road winds through canyons, along ridges, and offers numerous pullouts for photo opportunities. 4. Hiking trails. There are several hiking trails within the park, ranging from easy strolls to more challenging treks. The trails take you through canyons, up hillsides, and offer opportunities to explore the unique rock formations up close. 5. Interpretive programs. The park offers ranger-led programs and interpretive talks to enhance your understanding of the park's natural and cultural history. These programs can provide insights into Theodore Roosevelt's conservation efforts and the park's unique ecosystem. 6. Camping and picnicking. Theodore Roosevelt National Park offers camping facilities for visitors who want to spend the night within the park. There are designated campgrounds with various amenities. Additionally, there are picnic areas where you can enjoy a meal surrounded by the park's natural beauty. 7. Horseback riding. The park has designated horse trails, allowing visitors to explore the park's backcountry on horseback. Guided trail rides are also available for those who may not have their own horses. 8. Photography opportunities. With its stunning landscapes, abundant wildlife, and unique rock formations, Theodore Roosevelt National Park offers countless opportunities for photography enthusiasts. Capture the beauty and essence of the park through your lens. 9. Visitor centers and museums. The park has visitor centers where you can learn more about the park's history, geology, and wildlife. There are also museums that showcase artifacts, photographs, and exhibits related to Theodore Roosevelt and the park's conservation efforts. 10. Peaceful solitude and tranquility. One of the most notable aspects of Theodore Roosevelt National Park is the sense of peace and tranquility it offers. With its vast open spaces, unspoiled nature, and relatively low visitor numbers compared to other national parks, you can find solitude and escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Remember to come prepared with sunscreen, water, and appropriate clothing for the weather conditions, as the park can experience extreme temperatures and strong sun exposure. Also, be mindful of the wildlife and follow park regulations to ensure the safety of both yourself and the animals. Number 4. Bonanzaville USA. Bonanzaville USA is a pioneer village located in West Fargo, North Dakota. It was founded in 1967 by the Cass County Historical Society, with the aim of preserving and portraying the early settlement era of North Dakota during the late 1800s and early 1900s. The village is named after the rich history of Bonanza farms in the surrounding area. Bonanza farms were large-scale agricultural operations that emerged in the late 19th century and played a significant role in the development of North Dakota's agricultural industry. Bonanzaville spans over 12 acres and features more than 40 historic buildings. These buildings include a schoolhouse, church, general store, blacksmith shop, and several farmsteads. Each building has been carefully moved to the site from its original location, preserving its historical significance. In addition to the historic buildings, Bonanzaville is home to various museums and exhibits. The Cass County Museum showcases artifacts and exhibits related to the history and culture of the region. The Pioneer Prairie Museum provides insights into the lives of early pioneers and showcases artifacts from the time period. The Bonanzaville Air Museum houses a collection of vintage aircraft and aviation memorabilia. Bonanzaville also hosts a variety of special events throughout the year, including festivals, reenactments, and educational programs. These events provide visitors with a deeper understanding of the region's history and allow them to experience the vibrant culture of North Dakota. Over the years, Bonanzaville has become a popular tourist attraction and educational resource. It serves as a window into the past, allowing visitors to learn about the challenges, triumphs, and everyday life of early settlers in North Dakota. Through its commitment to preserving and portraying the history of the region, Bonanzaville USA has become an important cultural landmark in North Dakota. It continues to inspire and educate visitors, ensuring that the legacy of the pioneer era lives on for future generations. When visiting Bonanzaville USA, you can expect an immersive journey into the early settlement era of the state. Here's what you can anticipate during your visit. 1. Living history. As you explore Bonanzaville, you'll encounter living history interpreters dressed in period costumes. They bring the village to life by reenacting scenes, demonstrating traditional crafts and activities, and sharing stories from the past. 2. Exhibits and collections. The museum houses an extensive collection of artifacts and exhibits that showcase the lifestyles, industries, and innovations of early settlers in North Dakota. You can discover items like old-fashioned machinery, antique vehicles, household goods, and agricultural tools. 3. Events and demonstrations. Bonanzaville hosts numerous events throughout the year, offering unique opportunities to immerse yourself in the past. These events may include special exhibits, craft fairs, pioneer festivals, holiday celebrations, and more. You might witness blacksmithing demonstrations, traditional cooking methods, or historical reenactments. 4. Bonanzaville Carousel. One of the highlights of visiting Bonanzaville is the operating 1928 carousel. Take a nostalgic ride on this beautifully restored piece of history. 5. Bonanzaville Church. Step inside the historic church, which showcases beautiful stained glass windows and provides a glimpse into the religious life of early settlers. 6. Research Center. Bonanzaville is also home to a research center that houses an extensive collection of documents, photographs, and archives related to the history and genealogy of the region. Visitors interested in delving deeper into the past can explore these resources. 7. Gift Shop. Before you leave, don't forget to stop by the gift shop, where you can find unique souvenirs, books, local crafts, and other items that celebrate the heritage of the area. Thank you for joining Historic Sites on this short trip through some of the significant landmarks in North Dakota. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything today, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If there are any sites you would like to see us showcase, please leave a comment. Until next time, stay curious, my friends.